We're going to take this into the hamstrings quite a bit and then into the inner thighs as well. So to get this started, let's begin seated. And you got some options here. Now, if you like, you can just take a regular, simple cross-legged seat. Right leg in first, left leg in front. And if you want to take this a little bit further, you can move toward what's sometimes called friar log or double pigeon pose. If your hips are really tight, that's going to be a little bit out of the question. But if you can, see about bringing the left ankle over your right thigh. And I'm still relatively tight myself. You can see my left knee is pretty high. When you come into this, the thing to pay attention to is to keep the toes curled on both feet. Keep your legs engaged. You don't want to feel any twinge in the knees, keep in mind. If you do feel that, just take a cross-legged seat and back off a little bit. But whichever position you take, sit this upright as best you can, really ground down in your sit bones. And I want you to hold a light arc to the length of your spine. So go ahead, bring your hands down behind you. Lean this forward just a little bit, but pull your shoulders back. You can bend to the elbows. And as you keep this with that little bit of an arch, still stay upright. Bring your chin in just a little bit. Reach the top of your head toward the ceiling. Keep the legs tense in this position and just close your eyes. Now I know this isn't exactly the most relaxing position to be in, but just give yourself a moment to settle in like this. Let your mind quiet down. And just feel this out. If you start in that double pigeon position and it feels like too much stress on the knees, go ahead, let it go and just come back to cross-legged. But from wherever you are, start to deepen your breathing here. So with the inhales, pull in as much air as you can. Try to fill up your lungs and hold on to all that breath at the top. When you exhale, constrict the back of your throat. So slow your breath down on the way back out. Just work to make your exhales last at least as long as your inhales as you breathe. And just keep breathing like this to begin. Now when you're ready, take a deep inhale. And when you exhale, just open your eyes. And then go ahead, lean back, set your hands down flat behind you, reverse the cross your legs. Left leg in first, right leg in front if you want that double pigeon position. Bring the right ankle across your left thigh. And again, be sure you can sit this upright. And keep the feet active, keep the toes curled and hold that tension. And then we'll just start to move here slowly. So with your next inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Inhale, reaches up high again. Exhale, hands through center. Inhale, arms up high. And with the exhale this time, just bring the hands to center. Keep yourself upright, reach your arms out wide. We're going to take an eagle bind. So bring the right arm under, left arm over, cross at the elbows, palms to touch, thumbs toward your face. If you need to, just reach across to opposite shoulders, but keep the arms squeezing either way. Now, still keep the feet tense, keep the legs as they are. And then as the arms are squeezing, lift the elbows up as high as you can, look up. And then pull the elbows down toward your belly, around your spine. And again, keep the arms squeezing, lift the elbows, gaze up high. And then pull the elbows back in and round again. One more time with this cross. Lift the elbows, gaze up high. And then pull back in and round your spine. And then just come up to center. Release the arm bind. Reach your arms out wide. We'll take the other way. Left arm under, right arm over. Cross at the elbows, palms to touch, thumbs toward your face. Or reach to the shoulders. Again, do what works. Keep the arms squeezing. And then again here, lift the elbows up as high as you can. And then pull in, round your spine. Keep squeezing. Lift the elbows up, gaze up high. And again, pull the elbows back down and round your spine. One more time, lift your elbows, gaze up high. And then one more time, pull back in and round. And then come back to center. Release the arm bind. Set your hands down behind you. Release the legs as well. And then just bring your feet to the floor and just fold your knees side to side for a moment here and loosen things up. And then take this into the hips right away. Just come into center. Bring this into Baddha Konasana. Soles of feet together, knees out wide. Bring yourself upright. And we'll just take the normal fold. So with an inhale, just reach your arms up. And then with the exhale, reach forward, take hold of the big toes, and then fold yourself forward. Now you can round your spine if you just want to go light with this. If you can take more engagement, press your low back forward, try to hold an arch in your low back. Draw the elbows in toward your waist around your ribs. And if you want to take this a little bit deeper, you can even use your arms to press the knees out to the side. Just hold on to this for a moment. And as you're holding on to this tension, however deep you fold, if you want to take this further, maybe to start to bounce into the knees a little bit. Just a slight bit of movement here to help release the hips. And then take an inhale. And with the exhale, just release your grip. Now bring yourself upright and start with your knees wide like this, feet together, hands behind you. I'm going to recommend you just lean back a little bit. Now I'm lengthening this out a little bit further, and I hope this is a good view with the camera. But with my hands back, I'm going to keep my chest pressed forward, shoulders back. Go ahead and round your spine a little bit if you need to. We're mostly working through the hips. So with your knees out wide like this, lean over to the right hip. So that left leg's probably going to lift if you're like me and a little bit more tight. Now when you're ready, just fold the left knee in and try to bring it in toward that right heel as much as you can with the left foot out to the side. And then stay on your right hip, come back to center, pull the left knee out wide back to that diamond shape. Again, fold the left leg in, bring the knee down toward your right heel. And then again, open up your legs, bring your knees out wide. One more time like that, fold the left leg in, bring the left knee toward the right heel as much as you can. Now try to hold on to this as best you can, curl your toes. If you can go further, maybe pressing your feet and pressing your hands, see about lifting that right hip a little bit. If that's too much on the knees, you can always stay down, keep in mind. Bring yourself back down. Now go ahead and bring your feet back together. We'll take this to the other side. So lean over to your left hip. And again, if you're like me, the other hip's going to lift a little bit. Keep your chest pulled forward, but keep your shoulders back. And then fold the right knee and bring that right knee toward the left heel as close as you can. And then take it back to center, feet together, knees out wide. Again, fold that right knee toward the left heel, close as you can go. Keep your chest forward, bring the feet together with that right knee out wide again. Stay in your left hip, bring the right knee to the left heel one more time. Now as you come into this position, press down, maybe try to lift that left hip up off the floor, keep the toes curled, keep your feet active. And then come back down, bring your feet back together. And as you're leaning back like this time I'm going to turn. Keep your chest pressed forward, keep your shoulders pulled back, take the weight on your hands, and lean back enough that you're able to lift your feet with your knees wide like this. Now to take it further from here, just to move from the hips and not bearing any weight, you're going to take this freely. Bring the right foot over the left. And then just start to circle your feet. Now keep your knees out wide, just keep moving here. You can sit this up tall if you like. You can take it faster, take it slow. Try to keep your knees out wide as you're moving. And then keep the feet circling, but reverse the direction. And just try to keep the motion steady here. Just let the feet circle over each other, knees still wide, chest still forward. And then go ahead and bring your feet back together. Now keep your feet lifted. Start to bring yourself up on your sit bones. And we'll take this as a version of boat. You can set your feet down if you need to, but reach your hands forward, take hold of your big toes as you're balancing. Draw the heels in close, elbows in toward your ribs, sit this up tall, press your low back forward, draw the shoulders back. And then see about lifting your feet a little bit and separating. Maybe bring your shins toward parallel with the floor. You can take this up higher if you like. Now try to sit this up even taller, press your low back forward, bring your spine toward vertical best you can. And then try to hold on to this position, but very slowly release your grip without falling back too far. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, cross at the ankles, roll forward your hands, and bring your knees down to the floor. I'm going to set this up basically for some bridging motion here. So set your knees up wide, wider than your hips, big toes pointing toward each other, maybe they touch. And then come down to sitting on your heels. Now I want to take this up and down through the front of the body, and this will still get into the hips, but to make this work, be sure you're kicking your feet into the floor and squeezing your glutes as you press your hips up and forward. Now hands behind the shoulders, about shoulder width. If you can, try to lift your palms and stay on your fingertips. And let's take this back and forth. So with an inhale, kick into the floor, squeeze your glutes, hips high, let your head fall back. Exhale, sink this back down. Inhale, lift this up again, open up. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, kick into the floor, lift your hips, squeeze your glutes. Exhale, bring it down. And then inhale, lift like this one more time and hold. Now keep your feet kicking, keep your glutes squeezing, let your head fall back, try to stay light on your fingers. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, come back down. And then we're just going to take one round, taking this to the side. So your left hand's going to stay down. When you're ready, with an inhale, sweep the right arm left and stay lifted, open to the left side. Now reach the right arm back, stack that right shoulder above the left, let your head fall back. Again, kick into the floor, keep your glutes squeezing. If you can take it further, as you reach for the right arm, try to kick into the right foot, maybe hover your right knee up from the floor. And then bring it back down. Come back to sitting on your heels. When you're ready, keep the right hand down. With an inhale, sweep your left arm right, open up. Now stretch your left arm long, let your head fall back. Hips are still pressed forward, feet still kicking down. Keep your glutes engaged. If you can take it further, stretch that left arm. Kick into your left foot. Maybe try to hover your left knee a little bit. That's not supposed to be easy. And then come back down, back to your heels. And then go ahead, bring your hands forward, come into all fours. And from all fours, take a moment here, move around. Stretch your hands, stretch your fingers, let your shoulders and hips move side to side. Just feel things out. And feel out where you're loose, where you're tight. And then just come back into center. We'll take this into the wrist right away. So bring the hands in close, maybe about 1 or 2 hands lengths in front of your knees. Now with the weight on the legs here to start, flip your hands over. Backs of the hands down, palms up, fingertips point towards center. So the hands are pointing the fingers toward each other. And with your fingers spread wide, slide your hands together to interlace your fingers. Now keep the fingers spread wide. Keep your fingertips pressed down, palms open. Try to straighten your arms as much as you can. Feel that stretch. Let it move through the backs of the hands into the wrists. And then from here, we're just going to go back and forth with this position. So keep the interlace. But flip the hands over. Press your palms down. And then flip them again, palms facing up. And just keep on taking that back and forth. Just take it at your own pace, fast or slow. And try each time you flip your hands to re-engage. Fingertips pressing down. Try to straighten your arms as much as you can. Just breathe with this. Now the next time your palms are facing up, just hold that position. Fingers spread wide, fingertips pressing down. Arms as straight as you can hold them. And if this is good enough, to stay with this here and keep the tension in your hands. Now, if you can take this further, shift the weight to the left knee. And see about stepping the right foot forward outside the right hand or just over to the right side. Bring your right knee back down. Take it slow. Bring your left foot forward out to the left. And then set your left knee down. Right foot forward again. Keep your hands tense, fingertips pressing down. Right knee back to the floor. Left foot forward outside your left hand. And bring the left knee down. Now one more time, right foot forward out to the right. And then set the right knee down. Bring your left foot forward out to the left. And then set your left knee down. And then just come up onto the fingertips down to sitting on your heels and take a moment here. Shake your hands out. Loosen up your fingers and loosen up your wrists. And then once the hands are ready, just come back into all fours. And we'll take one more wrist stretch here, actually. So rotate the shoulders and knees underneath the hips to set this up. Keep your palms facing down. Now this time, rotate your hands. Fingertips out to the side. Point in toward your knees or as far as you can go in that direction. And set your hands flat. Spread your fingers out wide. Grip the mat. Now, if this is too intense, go ahead and bring the hands closer to the knees and keep most of the weight to the legs. And if you can just hold on to this, just keep your fingertips pressing down. This could be plenty. Now, if you want to take it further, take this with some cow and cat breathing. So as you're gripping the mat, with an inhale, drop your belly, pull your chest forward, lift your gaze. Exhale, pull back in, round your spine completely. Inhale, drop your belly, bring your chest forward. Exhale, press this back and around. Inhale, pull forward, open your chest, gaze up high. Exhale, round back and empty one more time. Stay rounded, just breathe lightly here. And then take an inhale. And with the exhale, come up onto the fingertips, down onto your heels, shake your hands again. And then when you're ready, come back onto your hands, back to all fours. Now from all fours, just to take this into the wrists, and a little bit like we did with that wrist stretch before, or take this into the hips, I should say. Step the right foot forward outside the right hand, and keep that right foot flat. And then with your hands still flat, bring your left foot forward outside the left hand. Hands and feet are completely flat. Bring the right knee down, and then bring your left knee down. Take it the other way. Left foot outside the left hand, heel to the floor. Right foot outside the right. And then left knee down and right knee down, back to all fours. Right foot outside the right hand. Left foot outside the left. And then right knee down. Left knee down. Left foot outside the left hand. Right foot outside the right. Everything's planted, hands and feet. And then left knee down and right knee down. And then just one more time. Bring the right foot outside the right hand, left foot outside the left. Then keep the heels towards center, toes out to the sides. And then go ahead, lift your hands, bring yourself down into a deep squat. So thighs toward parallel with the floor. You can come down lower if you like, or just keep the elbows on your thighs. If you can keep the heels down, maybe come down even further. And then to warm this up a bit, see you can actually move while you're in place. Now bring the right hand down behind you and the left hand down behind you. Keep your butt up off the floor best you can. And then right hand forward, left hand forward, feet stay flat. Take it the other way. Left hand down behind, right hand down behind. And then left hand forward, right hand forward. We'll just take one more round. Right hand comes down, left hand comes down. And then forward with the right hand and forward with the left. Bring it back with the left hand first and then back with the right. And then forward with the left hand and forward with the right, back to that squat. And then once you're ready, bring your hands down, bring your knees back to the floor, come down to all fours. From all fours, take a moment here, just breathe and move around again. And then we'll warm things up a little bit further. So wrists underneath the shoulders and knees underneath the hips just to start. Tuck the toes of both feet, hover your knees up off the floor. You're keeping the legs at about 90 degrees, but you're definitely going to feel that tension in your core. Now from here, keep your knees lifted like this, hold on to this crouch. And then press your hips back toward your heels, keep pressing into your hands. And then come forward with the right foot forward outside your right hand. Now come back to your heels again, both feet back. And then come forward with your left foot outside your left hand. Bring it back again onto your heels. And then forward with the right foot. Bring it back again onto your heels. Forward with the left foot again. Bring it back onto your heels. Forward with the right foot. Bring it back onto the heels. And then forward with your left foot. Bring it back to the heels. Forward with the right foot again. Bring it back to the heels. Forward to the left foot. Now bring it back to your heels. Hold here. And then come back to center. Set your knees down. Come back to all fours. And then step the right foot forward outside the right hand. Just keep it there. Keep the foot flat. Bend into both elbows. Sink down inside the right leg. And then just move forward, back, side to side. You can circle around. And just breathe here. Now I want to take this a little bit deeper stretch, and if you're tight on the inner thighs, you're going to feel this right away, so go slow. So keep the elbows bent, stay low inside the right leg. Bring the right arm underneath the right leg and set the right hand down, lean toward the right thigh. Now you're trying to hook the right leg. So as you lean to the right leg, lift the right heel, come up onto the toes. Keep pressing to the right hand, and then with your left hand, take hold of the outside edge of the right foot. Now keep that leg hooked and just bring your torso upright as best you can. This could be enough. If you want to take it further, maybe start to straighten the right leg. And if you're able to straighten it completely, you can bring your head between that left arm and right leg and maybe look up toward the ceiling. Just take things to where you can here. And then go ahead and release this. Bring it back down. Come back to all fours. And let's take the same position from the other side. So bring the left foot forward outside your left hand. And then come down low. Bend to the elbows, sink down, and just move. Forward, back, side to side, circle around. And then just bring this into center here. Now stay low. Keep your elbows bent, low inside that left leg. Left arm underneath your left leg. Now lean into the left thigh. Now as you press into your left hand, try to lift the left heel, come up onto the toes. And with your right hand, reach to the outside edge of your left foot. Now go ahead, keep that leg hooked. Bring your torso toward upright. This is good enough. And it's already an aggressive stretch. If you want to go further, you can start to straighten that left leg. Maybe bring your head between the right arm and left leg if you want to take it there, but just take this to where you can. And then go ahead and release that. Set yourself back down and come back to all fours. And then to take this just a little bit further, and this is going to be a little bit springier to warm things up. So I want you to step your right foot forward outside your right hand and then tuck the toes of your left foot. Now just lift your left knee. Keep that left leg toward 90 degrees. Move your hips up and down. And we'll switch this out. Step the right foot back with the knee lifted and bring your left foot outside the left hand. Right knee still up, still with the hips moving straight up and down. Now switch it out. Come back to that all fours and bring the right foot forward outside the right hand. Now I want to go back and forth, hopping and switching the position of the feet like this with the toes tucked. Keep your shoulders over your wrists, center your weight on your hands, move your hips straight up and down. And we'll do this on 3. It's not too much of a hop, keep in mind. So from here, together. 1, 2, 3. And we'll take it back and forth like that. 1, 2, 3. Switch it again. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. One more round. 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, and 3. All right, bring the left knee down, bring the right knee down as well. Come back to all fours, take a couple breaths here, move around. And then when you're ready, bring yourself in a downward facing dog, and you can take your time. But lift your knees up off the floor, bring your hips up high, just feel things out. And as you settle into position, take a look at how you set this up. Hands about shoulder width distance, flatten your palms. You want to feel some weight toward the base of your thumbs. Keep in mind so your hands are flat. Sink your chest down low, but press your hips up as high as you can. Really reach long through your hips. And keep the tension in your core through the belly around the little ribs. Now, if your legs are tight, if your hamstrings are tight, keep a bend in the knees and let that go. You can always stay loose and pedal this out and let your hips move side to side. When you're ready, here, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just bend the knees, look forward, and step this to the front of the mat. Let's take a ragdoll fold. So feet about hips width distance apart, deep bend in the knees. Let your belly touch your thighs, let your head hang, let your spine round. And let everything go long and loose here. Let the muscles of your neck relax. Now you can hang your hands to the floor. You can reach to opposite elbows if you like, and maybe shake this side to side to loosen further. And then from wherever you are, just release any grip that you have. Keep your knees bent to begin, but restack your spine. So slowly round this up to standing, bring your head up last. And then just open up your palms at your sides. Now with an inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, just bring your hands down to heart center. Take a moment to breathe, set an intention, let your mind clear. Find your focus. Take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just release your hands. Now with your next inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, slowly fold this forward. So hinge at the hips, start with a straight spine, put a little bend in your knees. Keep your core engaged, move smoothly, and release at the bottom. Now with an inhale, lift this halfway, fingertips to the floor, to the shins, lengthen forward through the crown of your head. And then with the exhale, just bring your hands to the mat and step this back to high plank. Now find your shape here. Wrists underneath the shoulders, palms press down, press the floor away from you. Press your spine up toward the ceiling. And keep that lift, keep your body in line, shoulders through hips through heels. And then we'll take this modification here. So take an inhale. With the exhale, set your knees down. Now shoulders forward, elbows back, bring your chin and chest down low, arch your spine. Now we're going to flatten this out. So bring yourself all the way down, belly to the floor. Go ahead, flatten out your feet. And then hands underneath the shoulders, elbows in at your sides. We'll take this up and down through low cobra. So with an inhale, just peel up your head, neck, and chest. Exhale, roll this back down. Inhale, peel this up again. Exhale, lower. Inhale, peel up one more time. Now stay lifted like this. Keep the lift in the upper body. Press into your feet, squeeze your glutes. And then elbows at your sides, draw the shoulders back. Take some or all the weight out of your hands. And then lift your shoulders up a little bit higher. Take an inhale. Exhale, roll it back down. Now hands under the shoulders, elbows in at your sides, pressing your palms. We'll take it to upward facing dog. So with an inhale, go ahead, straighten your arms, pull your chest forward, let your hips hang, and stay on the tops of your feet in this position. Keep your legs active, work to lift the knees up from the mat. To take it further, kick your feet down, squeeze your glutes. Pull the hips forward and deepen the arc through the front. Lift through the shoulders, make your neck long, keep your chest pulling forward. And then take an inhale. With the exhale, pull your belly in. Bring your hips up high to down dog. And we'll go through that modified sun salutation from here. So when you're ready here, take an inhale. With the exhale, bend your knees, look forward, and step to the front of the mat. Inhale, lift this up halfway. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale to standing, arms reach up high. Exhale, fold this all the way back down again. Inhale, halfway lift. And then with the exhale, hands to the mat, step it back to high plank. Now once you bring your body into line, take an inhale. With the exhale, set the knees down. Shoulders forward, elbows back, bring your chin and chest down low, arch your spine. Now with an inhale, straighten your arms, pull your chest forward, come to the tops of your feet. And then with the exhale, pull your belly in. Bring your hips up high to down dog. 2 more times, keep it steady, take an inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward, and step to the front. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale to standing, reach it up high. Exhale, fold this all the way down again. Inhale, halfway lift here. Exhale, hands to the floor, step it back to high plank. Bring your body into line, shoulders over wrists. Take an inhale. Exhale, knees down, shoulders forward, elbows back, bring your chin and chest down low. With the inhale, pull this forward, straighten your arms, upward dog. Exhale, draw your belly in, hips up high to down dog. One last time, take an inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward and step to the front. Inhale, lift it halfway. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale to standing, arms reach high. Exhale, fold this all the way down again. Inhale, lift halfway here. And then with the exhale, set the hands, step it back to high plank. Bring your body into line. When you're ready, take an inhale. Exhale, knees down, shoulders forward, elbows back, bring your chin and chest down low. Hold the arch with an inhale, straighten your arms, upward facing dog, pull your chest forward. Exhale, hips up high, back to down dog, paddle out here and breathe. Now from your downward facing dog, inhale the right leg high behind you. And with your right leg lifted, open to a scorpion dog. Bend the right knee, hang the right foot left. Let your hips open up, but keep the shoulders squared best you can. With your next inhale, straighten the right leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring it forward, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Inhale the right leg high. Now the exhale, bring it forward, knee to right elbow, hold. And then set the right foot down outside the right hand. Now press into the right foot. Go ahead, bring that left knee down to the mat for a moment. Press in your hands, shoulders or wrists. Tuck the toes of your left foot, just hover the left knee. Move your hips up and down. We're going to take that light hop like this. So press in your hands. We'll do this on 3. So 1, 2, 3. Back and forth. 1, 2, 3. And then again. 1, 2, 3. And one more time. 1, 2, and 3. Now go ahead, set the left knee down. Bring the right foot between your hands. And we're going to take this up to balancing. So put the weight to the right foot. Pull the left knee to your chest, around your spine. Take hold of the left knee. And let's take this all the way up to vertical. Now take it slow. Slow your breathing down. Dig into the right big toe. And then once you balance, once you're ready, just bring your right hand to your right hip. Pull the left knee up high. Bring it in close. This is good enough right here. Now if you want to take it further, left hand inside the left leg, find the big toe. Maybe just pull that knee higher. If you want to go further still, you can start to extend the left leg. You don't have to go all the way, but stand this up tall, keep your hips squared, keep your gaze forward, and just breathe here. Now we're still balancing. Take an inhale. With the exhale, slowly, hands to your hips, left knee still lifted. Now hinge from the hips, bend into your right knee, face your chest toward the floor. The left foot's going to stay lifted. I want you to bring both hands down and keep the right knee bent. Now we're taking this down into a low crouch. And from here, we're going to take this right into a revolved half moon. Your left hand stays down. Lean onto the left hand. With an inhale, extend the left leg back. Reach the right arm high and hold here. So twist your chest open to the right side. Now extend your left leg as completely as you can. Keep the right arm reaching straight up. You can always bend into the right knee, but go ahead, straighten that leg if you can. Keep your gaze to the right. Keep breathing. And if you want to take it deeper, you can bind it. You can bend the left knee, reach with your right hand, maybe find the left foot. And if you do find that grip, kick in your hand, let this deepen your twist. Keep breathing here, keep your balance, and keep that twist. Now when you're ready, here, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just release this. Go ahead and bring both hands down. Left foot comes down behind you, low lunge. We're going to take this down to Anjali Asana. Left knee down, left foot flat behind. Now sink the hips down, press them forward, stay low. And press your torso down into your right thigh. Now look forward while you're low like this. Reach your arms straight back. We're going to open and close this a few times. So with an inhale, open up. Arms reach high. Exhale, come back down, reach behind. Inhale, open this up again. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, open up one more time. Now stay lifted here. Bring your gaze up high, but still let the hips sink down toward the front of the mat. Still breathing. And just let your hips settle in. Lengthen out the front of the left side. Now while you hold on to this, keep looking up, but bring your hands behind your head. Interlace your fingers. Palms open, elbows wide. Pull your shoulders back and open your chest up further. And I want you to keep your gaze high. Keep the left side of your body nice and long. Hips are still pressing forward. But pressing your right foot, lean your shoulders, lean your head further back. And see about pressing this back so you stack the left hip over the left knee. Now just bring this up as much as you can. Stay open, stay long all through the front of the left side, but release your right hand. And then see about taking a twist. Reach your right hand down toward your left heel. Maybe look down the length of your left arm and keep that left elbow pointing toward the ceiling. Keep the left hip pressing forward and just breathe here. Now with your next inhale, just turn to center. Hands to your hips, bring your spine to upright. And then put the weight to the right foot, lean toward the right foot, lean your torso onto the right thigh. Now I take this up to standing. When you're ready, tuck the toes of your left foot, lift your left knee, and then bring that left foot forward about 1 pace behind the right. So it's a short stance, about 3 feet front to back, but still hips width distance side to side. We're going to take this toward pyramid. Now be sure you can square your hips, right hip back, left hip forward, both legs straight, both feet flat, left foot points to side 45 degrees or so. And then bring your hands to your low back. Now interlace the fingers, pull the palms together, pull your shoulders back, keep your chest open. And we're taking the stretch on the back of the right leg. So I want you to hold the arch in your spine, keep your chest open, and just take it toward halfway down. So take an inhale here. With the exhale, keep looking forward. Lead with your chest, come down toward halfway. Inhale, bring this all the way up. Exhale, hinge forward again, just toward halfway down. Inhale, bring this all the way up. Exhale, hinge this forward one more time. Hold here. Now keep your gaze forward, shoulders pulled back. And if your hamstrings are tight, you're going to have to keep your torso a little bit more upright. Now from wherever you are, I want you to bend into the right knee. Bend as much as you need to touch your belly to your right thigh. Shoulders still pulled back, still looking forward. You can press your knuckles up toward the ceiling. And as long as you can keep your belly touching your right thigh, maybe straighten that right leg a little bit further, but keep breathing with this. Now with an inhale, bring yourself all the way upright, hands still at your low back. Bend the right knee, bring the weight forward to the right foot. We're going to take this toward a warrior 3. So go ahead, lift your left heel, lean more weight forward. And then straighten the right leg to lift the left foot. Keep leaning forward and keep your hips squared. Keep your lifted body in line. You can always bend the right knee. Now to take it down deeper, you can start to hinge this forward. Be sure that left foot lifts. Maybe stay more upright. Maybe come toward parallel with the floor. You could even come lower as long as that left leg's in line with the upper body. Take this to where you can. Now take an inhale here. And then with the exhale, release both hands down, left foot down as well. Come into a forward fold. Now from that fold, once you're ready, take an inhale, lift this up halfway. And then with the exhale, set the hands and want to come into the setup for crow. So at least come into the setup whether or not you're going to lift your feet. So pressing your palms, dig your fingertips down, lift your heels and touch the knees to your arms. Look forward, lean forward, just take it slow. Maybe just stop at the edge of balancing. Now if you are going to balance this, keep leaning forward, keep looking forward, try to lift your feet together. Big toes to touch, heels to your seat, take whatever version you like. And then when you're ready, go ahead and take it through your Vinyasa. So that'll be from plank, you take an inhale. With the exhale, set the knees down, shoulders forward, elbows back, bring your chin and chest down low. With the inhale, pull this forward, straighten your arms, upward dog. Exhale, draw the belly in, hips are patted down, dog. Paddle out for a moment and breathe. Let's take the other side. With your next inhale, raise your left leg high. Now with your left leg lifted, open to a scorpion dog. Bend the left knee, hang the left foot right. So let your hips open up, but try to keep your shoulders squared to the front best you can. With your next inhale, straighten the left leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring it forward, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Now inhale, your left leg high. Exhale, bring it forward, knee to left, elbow stay forward. And then set the left foot down outside your left hand and bring the right knee down to the floor. Now arrange this. Be sure your arms are vertical, shoulders over wrists. Tuck the toes of the right foot, just hover the right knee in place, move your hips straight up and down. And we'll take it back and forth on 3. So 1, 2, 3. Switch it out. 1, 2, 3. And again. 1, 2, 3. And one more time. 1, 2, and 3. Left foot forward, right foot back. Bring the left foot between your hands. And then pull the right knee into your chest and round your spine. Now take hold of the right knee. Take it slow. Come all the way up to standing. And just take your time here. Slow your breathing down, dig into that left big toe. Now once you're stable, left hand to left hip with your right hand. Woo, maybe just stay here and pull the right knee in closer. Hold your balance best you can. If you want to go further, reach inside the right leg, find the big toe. Now you can use that grip to pull the knee higher, maybe extend the leg forward. Just take this to where you can go. All right, still balancing here. Keep that right knee lifted, but bring your hands to your hips. And then let's just round this down slow. Put a bend in the left knee, hinge from your left hip. Keep the right foot lifted, bring both hands down. And then once you're down, round your spine, bend deeper into that left knee. Now again, we're going to take the twist. Right hand stays down, over to the right side, lean onto your right hand. With an inhale, extend the right leg back, reach your left arm high, and find that revolved half moon. You can keep the left knee bent if you need to. Go ahead, straighten leg if you can. Be sure you're looking out to the left. And if you want to take it deeper, you can bend the right knee, take the bind, reach with your left hand if you can find the right foot. Kick into your hand, pull the shoulder forward, and let this draw you further into the twist. Keep breathing here. Take an inhale. With the exhale, release both hands down, right foot comes down behind you, low lunge. Now from low lunge to Anjali Asana, right knee down, right foot flat behind. Sink the hips down, press forward, stay low like this. And again, we're going to open and close this a few times. So while you press into that left thigh, reach your arms straight back. Now with an inhale, open up, reach your arms high. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, open this up again. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, open up one more time. Now stay lifted here. Keep your gaze forward. Let the hips sink low. Lengthen out the front of the right side and just breathe. And now keep your gaze up high. Bring your hands behind your head again. Interlace the fingers, palms open, elbows wide. Pull the shoulders back. And then just take this further with your hips still pressing forward, moving from that left leg. So press your left foot, lean this further back. You're still looking up. Bend deep into the left knee and sink this forward. Again, press into your left foot and lean this further back. Bend into your left knee and sink forward. One more time, press in the left foot, so lean back, try to stack the right hip above the right knee. And then go ahead and take this into a twist, so release your left hand. Look down your left arm, reach toward the right heel. Maybe you touch it, maybe not. Try to point that right elbow toward the ceiling and just breathe. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just turn back to center, hands to your hips. Now put the weight to the left foot, tuck the toes to the right. And then when you lift the right knee, bring the right foot forward so it's one pace behind the left, about 3 feet front to back. And we're taking that pyramid stance again. So still with the hips square. The stance is still wide. Both legs straight, both feet flat. Right foot points to the side about 45 degrees or so. Right hip forward, left hip back. Bring your hands to the low back. Find the grip that feels strange. Interlace the fingers, pull the palms together. Keep your shoulders pulled back. And again, we're just taking it toward halfway down. Feel this on the back of the left leg. So take an inhale here. Exhale, lead with your chest, hinge from the hips, come toward halfway down. Inhale, bring this all the way up. Exhale, hinge forward just toward halfway. Inhale, bring this all the way up again. Exhale, hinge just toward halfway down and hold. Now keep your shoulders pulled back, keep your gaze forward, and then see about deepening here. Bend your left knee as much as you need to till you can touch your belly to your thigh. Maybe press your knuckles toward the ceiling. And if you can keep your belly touching your thigh, maybe straighten that left leg a little bit more. But pull the right hip forward, the left hip back, and just breathe into that stretch. Now with your next inhale, bring yourself all the way upright again. And we'll take this into balancing. So put the weight to the left foot, bend the left knee, lift your right heel. Now when you're ready, press into the left foot to lift the right foot up off the floor. Now lean into this. Keep your hips squared, keep your body long, crown of the head through the right big toe. If you can take it deeper, start to hinge from the left hip, just go slow. Nothing wrong with staying more upright. You can come down toward parallel, but control your position here. Keep your body in line. And then take an inhale. With the exhale, release both hands down, both feet down, forward fold. From that fold, when you're ready, take an inhale, lift up halfway. And then with the exhale, set the hands. We'll take it back into that crow setup. So palms down, dig your fingertips into the floor, lift your heels. Bring the knees to touch your arms. Now look forward, lean forward, go slow. Just taking to the edge of balancing is plenty. You can keep your feet down. Now if you're going to lift your feet, keep looking forward, bring your shoulders forward, take it slow, and try to just lift your feet lightly together, big toes to touch. Maybe pull your heels up, take that to where you can. And when you're ready, take it through another Vinyasa. Once you find your down dog, go ahead, paddle out for a moment. We'll take the next sequence. So with your next inhale, raise your right leg high behind you. Exhale, bring it forward, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale forward, knee to left elbow, twist here. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, knee to right elbow one more time. Hold, stay forward. And step the right foot down outside the right hand. Bring the left knee to the floor. And just arrange this here. Be sure your arms are vertical, shoulders over wrists. Now tuck the toes, left foot, hover your left knee. Move your hips straight up and down. Back and forth. 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, and 3. So right foot forward, bring that right foot between your hands. And then pull the left knee to your chest and again round your spine. Now keep the right knee bent to start. Take hold of the left knee. Let's round this all the way up to standing. Go slow. Dig into the right big toe. And once you're up to slow your breathing down, when you're ready, right hand to the right hip, pull your left knee out to the side. And if you're just going to hold the knee, point the toes down toward the floor. If you want to go deeper, you can reach inside the left leg, maybe take hold of the big toe. If you have that grip, maybe pull the knee up higher, maybe extend the leg further to the side, but keep your balance. Now we're still balancing here, just slowly, both hands to your hips. Bring that left knee forward, and then let's round this back down. So bend into the right knee, hinge from the hips. Left foot stays lifted. Bring both hands down. Now once you're down, I want to take this from here into half moon. Right hand stays down, lean onto your right hand. When you're ready, extend the left leg back, reach your left arm high, and open out to the left side. Now maybe just sink this down low, that's okay. You can bend to the right knee, straighten the leg if you can. Try to reach that left leg straight back. Left arm high, look to the left. And if you want to bind this, you can bend your left knee, maybe reach with your left hand. If you can find the grip, kick into your hand to pull the shoulder further back and open you further to the left side. Just take this to where you can right now. Now take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just release this. Both hands down, left foot down behind your low lunge. Now from your low lunge, we're going to take it up to warrior two. So with an inhale, drop your left heel. Lift your torso, wimble the arms, and open out to the left side. So deep end of the right knee, straight left leg, one line from the front heel to the back arch. Sink your hips down low, and maybe lengthen this out a little bit further. Now once you've found your stance, just bring your hands to your hips, and then pivot on your feet and take your warrior two to the back of the mat. So the bend's in the left knee, and then the right leg is straight. And again, just adjust this as you need to. Go ahead and reach the arms out wide, and let's take this back and forth. Inhale, reverse. Right hand to the right thigh, left arm high and back. Exhale, extend. Left elbow to left thigh, right arm high forward. Inhale, reverses. Exhale, extend. Now inhale, reverse one more time, hold. Reach that left arm back, but bend deeply into your left knee. Sink your weight forward. Just breathe. Now while you hold that reverse warrior, take a half bind. Right arm behind your back, palm face. When you pull that shoulder further back. And then slowly bring yourself upright with your left arm reaching forward. And then bring the left arm down inside the left leg and just hold this version of the extended side angle. So press the left arm and left leg together, pull the right shoulder back, and just keep breathing here. So if you need to, you can rest the left arm on the left leg, but try to just keep the arm and leg pressing together, holding tension to keep your position. And if you can take it further, maybe slide further down. Keep your left hand off the floor. You can always bend the elbow. And if you want to take it further still, right shoulder stays pulled back. Maybe start to straighten your left leg a little bit, maybe a lot. But stay open to the right side. Keep your gaze up high and keep breathing here. When you're ready, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just bring your torso upright, hands to your hips. Pivot on your feet, turn toward the front of the mat again. Bend to the right knee. And this time, lift your left heel, come into a high lunge stance. We're going to take this back into balancing. So put the weight to the right foot. Come forward with your left knee high. As many steps as you need. And then once you got your balance, just dig into that right big toe with your left hand, take hold of the left knee, pull it out to the side, and then take things slow. We're going to start to fold this down. I want you to try to keep the left knee where it is out to the side in space. But bend to the right knee, start to hinge from the right hip, and go slow. Now as you hinge forward, you're starting to face your chest down toward the floor. Come as close to parallel with the floor as you can. Keep your gaze forward, keep that left knee to the side, keep breathing. And then take an inhale. With the exhale, release both hands down, both feet down, forward fold. When you're ready, take an inhale, lift this up halfway. And then with the exhale, set the hands back to that crow setup here. So hands and shoulder width, dig into your fingertips, lift your heels. Bring the knees to touch your arms. Look forward, lean forward, take it slow. And if you're going to balance it, lean forward to lift your feet together. Big toes to touch, heels to your seat. Take it to where you can. And again, when you're ready, go ahead, step it back, fly it back. Take it through another vinyasa. And once you find it down, dog, just pedal things out. Let's take all that to the other side. So with your next inhale, raise your left leg high. And then with the exhale, bring it forward, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Now inhale your left leg high. And then with the exhale, twist, knee to the right elbow. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale forward, knee to left elbow this time, stay forward. And set your left foot down outside your left hand. Bring the right knee down to the floor. Now see your arms are vertical, shoulders over wrists, press into the palms. Tuck the toes, the right foot, just hover the right knee. And just move your hips straight up and down. Let's take it back and forth. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, and 3. Left foot forward, right foot back. Bring that left foot between your hands. And then the left foot's your base. Pull the right knee to your chest around your spine. Take hold of the right knee and slowly bring this all the way up to standing. Now dig the left big toe, keep your gaze forward, keep yourself upright. When you're ready, left hand to left hip, pull the right knee out to the side, and that's good enough. And if you're just holding the knee, keep the toes pointed down. Now if you're going to take it further, you can reach inside the right leg, maybe take hold of the big toe. If you've got that grip, you can pull the knee higher. Maybe extend the leg further to the side, just wherever you can hold your balance. Now slowly, still balancing here, both hands to your hips. Let's go ahead and bring that right knee forward. And let's round it back down. So bend your left knee, hinge from the hips. Bring your hands down to the floor, keep the right foot lifted, and just round your spine. Now we're going to open this to half moon. Left hand stays down, lean onto your left hand. With an inhale, extend that right leg back, reach your right arm high, and just open up. You can always hold the bend in the left knee if you need to. Now with that right arm reaching, if you want to take this further, stay open to the right side, but bend the right knee. Reach with your right hand, see about finding the foot. If you do find that grip, kicking your hand, let this pull your shoulder further back, and just breathe here. Take this to where you can. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, just release. Both hands down, right foot comes down behind your low lunge. Now from your low lunge to warrior two, with an inhale, drop the right heel. Lift your torso, wimble the arms, open up to the right side. And go ahead and lengthen out your stance. So one line from the front heel to the back arch. Now once you got the stance you want, hands to your hips, pivot on the feet, take your warrior two toward the back of the mat, deep bend of the right knee, straight left leg, and maybe you lengthen out further here. Now once you've found your position with the legs, reach the arms out wide, keep your hips down low, let's take it back and forth. Inhale, reverse, left hand to left thigh, right arm high and back. Exhale, extend, right elbow to the right thigh, left arm high forward. Inhale, reverses. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend. Now inhale, reverse one more time, hold here. Now reach back with that right arm, but bend deeper into the right knee, sink into that right hip, and just breathe. Take a half bind while you're here. Left arm behind your back, palm facing away, pull that shoulder back. And then bring yourself to upright, reach that right arm forward for a moment. Bring the right arm down inside the right leg to extended side angle. Now pull the left shoulder back, just try to keep the tension, right arm and right leg pressing into each other. You can rest the arm on the leg if you need to. If you can come down further, maybe sink down toward that right thigh. If your hand comes too low, keep it off the floor. Go ahead, bend the elbow. Left shoulder pulled back. You can always try to straighten that right leg further if you want to go deeper yet. Now with your next inhale, just bring your torso upright, hands to your hips. Pivot on your feet again, turn toward the front of the mat, bend the left knee, and this time come to the toes of the right foot, lift the right heel, square your hips forward. It's a high lunge stance. And we'll take this right into balancing, as many steps as you need. Come forward to the left foot, bring yourself up to standing with your right knee high again. And then once you balance with your right hand, take hold of the right knee, pull it out to the side, and keep it to the side like this. Left hand stays in your hip. Now when I fold this down, just take it slow. You don't have to go too deep, but keep a little bend in your left knee. Hinge from the left hip. Let your chest come forward. Keep the right knee to the side. Take this as close to parallel with the floor as you can through the upper body, and just keep breathing. And then take an inhale. With the exhale, release both hands down, both feet down, forward fold. When you're ready, take an inhale, lift this up halfway. And then with the exhale, set the hands. And let's take it in that crow setup one more time. So dig your fingertips down, lift your heels, bring the knees to touch your arms. Look forward, lean forward, go slow. Leaning's plenty at the edge of balance. If you're going to take it further, lean slow. Let your shoulders go forward to lift your feet together. Big toes to touch, heels to your seat. Take that to where you can. And then when you're ready, go ahead, take it through one more vinyasa. Once you find your down dog, just paddle things out for a moment. And we'll take this into half pigeon. So when you're ready, inhale the right leg high behind you. With the exhale, bring it forward. Right knee behind the right wrist, right ankle somewhere behind the left. Bring the left knee down, flatten the left foot, and sink your hips down low. Now just feel this out for a moment here. Keep your hips squared as best you can. Feel at least some of that stretch on the right side, outer right hip or toward the glutes. Now you can keep this upright. This might be enough. You can always go deeper if you want to take it toward a back bend, deeper extension. And if you want to melt down, which is what most people do, you come down to the elbows, maybe melt all the way to the floor. But just take it to where you need to and just breathe into this. Now keep in mind, if you're a little bit tighter in the hips, if your right hip is lifted, it's not that big a deal as long as you can keep the right leg active. So you want to curl the toes of the right foot, try to kick that foot down, and be sure you're not feeling any twinge in the right knee. And if you are, just pull that right heel in closer to your pelvis. And then if your hands are forward, walk them back in towards center. We're going to take another pose. So once you're ready, just lower yourself onto the right hip. Swing your left leg forward. And we're going to take this into Lord of the Fishes. So bring the right heel to the outside of your left hip. Step the left foot outside your right thigh. And give yourself a moment to get both sit bones down and sit this upright. Now if you need to back off, you can always extend the right leg straight with the left leg crossed. But when you're ready, set the left hand down behind you. Inhale the right arm high. And then with the exhale, bring the right elbow past your left thigh. Now sit this up tall, reach the crown of the head straight up toward the ceiling. Look back over your left shoulder and keep extending through your spine. Try to get taller, but press the right arm into your left leg and just breathe into the twist here. Now take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just release your twist. Bring both hands over to your right side for a moment. Lightly open your chest to the right. And then when you're ready, turn back to center, hands behind you. Lean back, extend your left leg, right knee bent. We're just going to take this into Janu Shasana, just the forward fold toward the left leg. So bring the sole of the right foot to your left thigh as high as you're comfortable with. Sit this upright and turn toward your left leg. With an inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, hinge halfway down. Now bring both hands down on either side of the left leg. Try to engage your core. Press your low back forward to touch the belly to your left thigh. And if you're nowhere near that, you're going to want to bend your left knee as much as necessary and bring the thigh to touch your belly. Now once you can feel that contact, take your grip. You can hold the shin, the ankle, the foot, whatever suits you best. Pull your torso forward. Try to flatten your upper body out on the right thigh. Now keep your core tense, keep your torso pressing forward, keep your spine pressing forward. And then if you start with a bent knee, maybe you press that heel forward, just take it bit by bit. Don't lose the contact, belly against your thigh. So keep the core tense, try to relax the back of your left leg and just breathe into this here. And then take an inhale. With the exhale, just release your grip. Bring yourself upright. And then go across at the ankles, roll forward to your hands, step back to down dog. And let's take all that on the other side. So once you're ready with an inhale, raise your left leg high. And with the exhale, bring it forward. Left knee behind your left wrist, left ankle somewhere behind the right. Flatten the right foot, straighten the right leg. Pull the right hip forward, keep it in line with the left. And sink your weight straight down. Look for at least some of that stretch on the left side, outer left hip or toward the glutes. Now, you can sit this up tall. You can bring it toward further extension. You can melt down. You can come down to the elbows, whatever suits you best. But find that stretch, at least some of it on the left side. Keep your hips squared. Keep breathing here. And again, you want to be sure you're not feeling any twinge, especially in the left knee. Now, to guard against that, curl the toes, left foot, kick that foot down. And if you need to back off, you can always bring that left heel closer to your pelvis. Keep in mind. And just take things to where you need to here. All right, if your hands are forward, walk them in. When your hands are close enough, lower yourself to the left hip, swing your right leg forward this time. And let's take that twist. So Lord of the Fishes, left heel outside the right hip, right foot outside your left thigh, and you can always extend the left leg forward, keep in mind with the right leg crossed. Give yourself a moment to get both sit bones down. Once you're ready, set the right hand down behind you, inhale your left arm high. And then with the exhale, move into your twist, left elbow past the right thigh. Now keep your spine tall, reach your crown of the head straight up. Look back over the right shoulder. And as your spine is extending, use that left arm to keep twisting and breathe as deeply as you can here into the twist. Take a deep inhale. Now with the exhale, just release this. Bring both hands over to your left side. Lightly open your chest to the left. And then go ahead, turn back to center. Hands behind, lean back. Now extend your right leg. We'll take Janu Shasana on this side. Left knee bent, sole of the left foot on the inner right thigh as high up as you're comfortable with. And give yourself a moment here. Sit this up tall. Turn toward the right leg. Both arms high. When you're ready, take an inhale. And with the exhale, just fold halfway down, hands on either side of the right leg. Now again, use your core. Try to arch your spine. Press your low back forward. Touch your belly to the right thigh, or bend the right knee in as much as you need to bring the thigh toward your belly, one way or the other. Find your grip once you can feel that. You can hold the shin, the ankle, the foot, whatever works best. Use that grip to pull your torso further forward. You're trying to flatten your upper body out on the right thigh. Now keep your core engaged. Low back pressing forward. Maybe press that right heel forward, but don't lose the contact, belly against the thigh. And just breathe into this here. Take a deep inhale. Now with the exhale, just release. Bring yourself upright. And then just slowly bring yourself all the way down onto your back. Now once you're down, draw your knees into your chest and just squeeze things in. And then we'll take this into happy baby. So you go reach between the knees. Take hold of the outside edges of your feet. Stack your ankles above your feet, above your knees rather, and then just pull down on both sides. Now as you draw down, press your feet back up into your hands at the same time. Keep the tension working both directions, up and down. Try to flatten your spine, sink your tailbone down toward the floor. Now you can rock this side to side to take it further. Further still, you can extend your legs out against your grip. And then finally, from wherever you are, take a deep inhale here, draw down as much as you can. And then with the exhale, just release. Extend your legs out fully. Lay your arms at your sides. Open up your palms toward the ceiling. And just let your eyes close here and let your body sink down into the mat for a moment. And then when you're ready, just let yourself move again here bit by bit, fingers and toes, arms and legs. And then take a deep inhale, reach your arms out long past your head. And then pull everything back in. Bring the elbows toward your chest, draw your knees up as well. And then just take your time. Find your way up to a comfortable seat. And then ground yourself into the mat, stack your spine. Bring your hands up to heart center. Take a deep inhale here, hold on to at the top. And then just let everything go. Thank you for joining class. Namaste.